I really want to find out what's going on with these drones. A congressman even came up and he commented on it. But first, Rob, let's show. Okay, go for it. You can play this clip. Matter of fact, let me just read a little bit about it, and then we'll go to these stories that we have. You know, folks in Jersey, they're like, Pat, I'm seeing this stuff, and people are actually worried. Is this Iran? Is this us? How the hell does our own government not know what it is? So New Jersey Senator John Bramnick, is that the video you have, Rob, or no?
I have Jeff Andrew.
Okay, so let me read this one here. Issued a press release urging the state to issue a limited state of emergency banning all drones until the public receives an explanation regarding these multiple sightings following reports of large drones flying over President-elect Trump's Bedminster golf course. Give me a flippin' break. You think that's accidental? And near military research sites in New Jersey, Governor Phil Murphy noted 49 reports of drones Sunday alone, acknowledging that some could be possible sightings and potentially the same drone being reported more than once. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre stated, "We are certainly aware, the president is aware, so we are closely tracking the activity and coordinating closely with relevant agencies, including DHS and FBI, to continue investigate these sightings, incidents." She confirmed the drones are not foreign. How do you know that, by the way? If you know it's not foreign, then what is it? But she said she did not have anything else to share regarding the investigation. If you want to play the clip, Rob, with the reaction of this senator, I think it's a congressman that had an insider share something with them. Go ahead, Rob. Play this clip.
Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones, is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Now, you know, we know there was a probability it could have been our own government. We know it's not our own government because they would have let us know. It could have been some really glorified hobbyist or hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. They don't have the technology. But let's pretend that's possible. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. Know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down. Whether it was some crazy hobbyist that we can't imagine or whether it is Iran, and I think it very possibly could be, they should be shot down. We are not getting the full deal, and the military is on alert with this.
Vinny.
Look,
okay, so, and Rob's from Jersey. I'm pretty sure he's heard some stuff. I have some friends and I have some families on the East Coast. The fact that the FBI and the lady from the Pentagon went up there too, and they have no idea what the hell is going on. They're all lost. Here's a congressman that's involved with transportation and aviation. He sits on these committees, and he's saying that his people are saying that they know it's Iran and it's off of our coast, okay? My thing is, why the hell are they lying? Or if they're that incompetent, what is the FBI and our intelligence community doing all day? What if it doesn't have to do with Trump? I feel, Pat, in my heart of hearts, they don't give a shit. I guarantee you if one of these drones had a sticker of Trump's face, they'd shoot them all down and they'd put them in jail. It's just unbelievable. If you saw that video, Tommy, have you seen this one? It's
Rob, play this clip.
This is like, what would you do if you saw this in your neighborhood?
This looks like Darth Vader's ship flying sideways, doesn't it?
And listen.
That's not a plane.
What the hell is that?
It's wild.
And here's the thing. Are you ready for this too? A guy from Jersey, I was talking to Chad about it. A guy from Jersey put his own drone up into the sky to try to get near one of them. Fully charged, totally like a really good drone. Battery's done and it fell down.
Quiet.
I'm dead serious. So it's either they think that we're stupid and we're not. Something's going on. And let's not pretend like this hasn't been going on. The spy balloons from China literally went from one side of our country to the other. And they're like, yeah, no, they're just weather balloons.
Yeah.
They're lying. And think about this. There's 39 days left to this election. If it's Iran, and I don't trust anybody that's in our government, who knows what the hell they're doing? We still have a bunch of days. Iran is our enemy. Right? That's what the media is telling us. How can they let this happen? How could she sit up here? This is the Pentagon girl, and we don't know the information. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
The first thing, you brought up the balloon. Great point to bring up, because the balloon's floating on there. Our government knew about it. Biden didn't do it about it. And then finally, we shot one down, right?
Yeah, finally.
So,
after it crossed over the whole country.
So it's like there's something going on where somebody is given a wink and letting it do it. The next thing is, if this is Iran, why are you why are you using your drones over New Jersey? Why wouldn't you be like over, Quantico or places that you want to check out? Or is this just a test? And if it is a test, why haven't we responded to it? Pat and I grew up in California, and there's these 4 cities: Lancaster, Barstow, Mojave, and California City. You know what they have in common? A lot of sightings that they think are UFOs. But would you like to know what is exactly in the middle of California City, Tehachapi, Mojave, Barstow, and Lancaster?
What?
Edwards Air Force Base.
Yeah, weird.
It's us.
Yeah.
And people would talk about seeing bat-like planes that didn't show up on civil radar. You know what they were? They were F-22 stealths.
Yeah.
So we were testing stuff 5 years before we even saw it. So I know that we do test and do things like this, but what bothered me, the same thing that bothered you, a congressman is coming out saying, hey, I'm part of aerospace and transportation committees, and I'm telling you, it's not us testing. They say it's something else. That bothers me, because we do test, and we do confuse our own citizens. California citizens used to report it, and it turned out it was our own test. But now they're coming out saying, nope, this is somebody else. Well, then why haven't we shot it down like the balloon? Why did we take our time?
By the way, here's a question. If the U.S. government's saying it's not theirs, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here's a question, Tom. If you're in your backyard, okay, your job as a man of the household is to protect the backyard of your house, okay? You see something, a drone on top of your house, a small little drone on top of your house, and let's just you got a good size house with an acre. You ask your kids, hey, is this one of ours? No. Hey, is this any of the guys? No. Shoot it down. Okay?
Absolutely. It's like looking inside your daughter's bedroom or the bathroom or something, getting pictures. Because you can have bad kids next door. Hey, let's see if we can get a picture while she's taking a shower. Kids are going to do this with Jones. Those things over my property, it's coming down.
By the way, what if it's a drone above a military base? What if you fly a drone above an airport?
Oh, you're finished.
If you fly a drone over an airport, what do you do to the drone? You shoot it down.
Right.
But when we were in Acropolis, I don't know if you remember when we were in Greece and we were trying to get the drone.
Do
you remember
area.
that?
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, hey, immediately it's like, hey, bring the drone down. One of the camera guys was using a drone. But if we don't know what it is, why are we even questioning it?
Exactly. I mean, then they know. The only answer to that is then they know. If it's not ours, what are you doing?
If it's not yours, why are you okay with that staying up there? Rob, what is this next clip? Is this Pentagon?
So this is the Deputy Defense Press Secretary, Sabrina Singh, where she came out yesterday after Congressman Van Drew said that they were from Iran. She came out and said that they were not.
She came out and she said they were not. Let's hear what she has to say.
Jen. Sabrina, can you tell me what the Pentagon is doing to address this issue of drone sightings over New Jersey? It's near sensitive installations. The FBI is involved. What is the Pentagon doing?
Sure. So at this time, aware of those drone sightings that have been reported, at this time we have no evidence that these activities are coming from
By the way, can you go back real quick?
Or the work of an adversary.
This is kind of weird. So check this out. Go back to the beginning. She points at Jen, then moves the page to the page that she's going to read the question.
Oh, beforehand.
Wait, watch this again, the body language. Tell me if I'm off a little bit.
Go.
See if she is already knowing what Jen is going to ask her. Go ahead, Rob.
Jen.
Watch. She
Sabrina, can
moves
you
the
tell me
page.
what the Pentagon is doing to address this issue of drone sightings over New Jersey? It's near sensitive.
How do you know she was going to go to that?
Installations. Watch. The FBI is involved. What is the Pentagon doing?
Sure. So at this time,
she's
aware
reading.
of those
Now
drone sightings that have been reported, at this time we have no evidence that these activities are coming from a foreign entity or the work of an adversary. We're going to continue to monitor what is happening, but
reading again.
She's reading.
At no point were our installations threatened when this activity was occurring.
Can you rule out that these are American drones or U.S. military drones?
These are not U.S. military drones. Again, this is being investigated by local law enforcement. What our initial assessment here is that these are not. I
don't understand this. Like, I don't understand the fact that, like, no. What I'm asking is,
I'm with you.
How long does it stay up there? 5 minutes? It's been 2-3 days.
50 of them.
No, listen. It's immediate attack ahead of it rather than staying and keeping it up there. Now, the only reason why you may not attack it immediately, where everything's going to fall and it could destroy some homes and things like that. But think about it this way. The other plane that was flying into Pentagon, what did they do to that plane, 9/11? There was 2 planes, right? The one attack was the one was 9/11.
The one that hit the Pentagon.
The other one that was going where?
One was in Colorado.
the one
to the White House.
No, not Colorado.
The one that went down in Pennsylvania.
fell. My bad.
They had scrambled, and the one that allegedly went down in Pennsylvania was going to be shot down.
That's exactly the point. So that story is, why'd you shoot it down?
Yeah.
Why'd you shoot it down?
Yeah, because they know.
Why didn't you hesitate?
Yeah.
Why didn't you hesitate? Why'd you shoot it down? How did you know whose it was?
Mm-hmm.
How? So you don't know what this is? So in 5 minutes you could figure out who plane that was, but you can't figure this out in 3 days?
Yeah.
Don't give me this bullshit.
Yeah.
So what are you allowing this to? Is this a exchange for someone that, watch this, could this be the enemy? You just gave me $10 billion. My country is Iran.
Mm-hmm.
Iran made a video showing how a little drone goes and follows Trump while he's golfing. Remember that video they made 2 years ago? It was an older video, 2-3 years ago. You think they would want, how often do you think Trump's going to golf the next 4 years?
A bunch.
At the Jersey place.
At the Bedminster
How
place.
often do you think he's going to, Tom, you golf. How often do you think Trump's going to golf at Bedminster the next 4 years?
Bedminster, he'll golf more than a few times, but not every day.
No, give me a number, Tom. 50 times?
Over the next
times?
4 years?
Yes.
I would say...
Way more than that.
No.
No.
As a president, 30 to 40
I would say under 100 times, probably 25 times a year during the good
That's
weather.
exactly what I'm saying. So let's just say 50 to 100 times.
Correct.
How valuable is that for me to send a drone to learn everything I can about that golf course above it? Like, are you dumb to think these drones could have gone anywhere? They're above Bedminster? Why do you think they're above Bedminster?
Right.
Do you think this is a famous golfer that's trying to improve their golf skills because they want to build a better golf course than the one in Bedminster? Or do you think this is a place that this guy's going to go, look at this. They gave you a glimpse of what they did. This is an Iranian video. Look, this is an Iranian video that came out a few years ago.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to mess with us? Look what kind of technology we have access to.
Yeah.
We can get you. Go back a little bit, Rob, that shows the Mar-a-Lago clip, because that's what I wanted to show. Yeah, go back a little bit, the part that was above it. Maybe go forward like 5 seconds. Keep going. Okay, right there. Back up a little bit. So what is that? How do you get that footage?
It's a drone. It's a drone.
How do you get
shot.
that stuff? Yeah,
it's a drone
so
shot.
You don't think they want to learn every single piece of the property on what to do? I don't know, man. The fact that this gets me to the people that are questioning.
Mm-hmm.
When did Chris Wray resign? Yesterday. He stepped down.
Yep.
The former FBI. He's the head of FBI.
Yeah.
He steps down. Okay. He allowed somebody to go through Melania's drawer in Mar-a-Lago.
Yep.
Even though Trump was working with them to get the files back, they went and embarrassed him and, Mayorkas, all that stuff. Not Mayorkas, Garland, right?
Yep. Merrick.
Right? While they're doing all that stuff, investigating him, nothing with Joe, nothing with the laptop, nothing with anybody, but you do that. And then you're doing this at this time with Iran getting $10 billion on the same day. What the hell is going on here? No wonder people are not trusting you.
Exactly.
By the way, this is the part where when they ask the questions and they say, are you going to do anything to have a revenge on these guys? Are you? Am I going to? Can I ask you a question? Kristen Welker? What's her name?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do if 50 drones were over your house where you and your husband and kids are living?
Yeah.
Would you want to know who was behind it?
Yes.
Of course.
Is that called revenge? What do you call that?
It's called wanting to know.
Would you say, what if I told you, wow, what a vengeful person you are, Kristen Welker? Yeah. Why do you want to know why these drones are trying to see what you're doing? You're such a pervert. You think they want to know what you're doing in the bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
They're just a bunch of innocent drones, Kristen. Except the difference is you're just a journalist. I'm the damn president.
Mm-hmm.
And we're moving this slow? This is pathetic. Last year, every year I do my business plan and I choose 2 words on January 31st, on December 31st. I already know one of my words for 2025. 2 words I had for 2024 were sell and drive. One of the words in 2025 is speed. Speed. Mm-hmm. We had an executive meeting. I told them the theme this year is LFG. It's all speed. Nothing going slow. You have a crisis like this going on, you're moving this slow on it? What? Hell no. Go. Intel, what do we know? We don't know. Call everybody. Are these yours? Are these yours? Are these yours? Everybody call everybody and ask them if they're there. It's not yours. If we find that it's yours, 300% tariff on you and public humiliation. We're shooting the shit down and going and getting it right now. You ready? Boom, shoot it. Open area? Yes. Right now, shoot them down because it's going to drop here in open area. Let's investigate exactly whose it is. We go back to them publicly. This was XYZ's. Every once in a while, you have to make an example of a country. If you don't do it, they'll keep doing it. And you leave it like this? I don't know. This is frustrating to me. Protection and safety and security is so important that when you do something like this to the man that just became a president before he's about to become the president-elect, and we're just kind of like, Aunt Jen, yes, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we don't think it's not Iran, but we're looking into, we're doing our part. We got some intel. Pentagon? Freaking no wonder you're missing so much money and everybody's trying to figure
$842 billion budget they can't account for the 6th year in a row. And I love that you said that, and I'm just really, really quick. I love that you said that. The fact that they're just letting this go makes people like me question every single thing that they do. By the way, she's that girl that was up there, she's the Karine Jean-Pierre for the Pentagon. Yeah. She just goes up there and spits BS with zero answers, and there's no accountability to them. And God forbid, and I know, listen, we only have less than 40 days for Trump to come in. What about the 4 years that he's going to be in? If they're doing stuff like that, they're not going to stop. I've said this before. They are not going to stop going after this dude. And this is just, to me, this is showing me that just like,
I just want to know.
Yeah.
All I want to know is we're the greatest country in the world. We have the best FBI. You know who said we have the best FBI? You know who said that? What conservative recently said, and I'll go down and say it again. We have the best,
Conservative said this?
Yeah, conservative
they're
said
definitely not telling the truth.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
I'll find out exactly who it was. If we have it, let's find out what happened. If you can find a person missing $50 on their tax return, but you can't find out what the hell this drone is coming from, stop it. Adam, final thoughts, and we'll move on to the next story.
I'll sum this thing up. So they didn't shoot any of the drones down, is that what you're saying?
Not at all. One guy tried.
So you're going to have to give me a good reason why you would not shoot this down. Now, they're speculating that it's Iran. I don't know if it's Iran or if it's not, but let me make an argument. Iran. You know the show on TV, The Biggest Loser? You know how that Donald Trump just won Time Person of the Year, Man of the Year? The biggest loser of the year has been the Islamic Republic of Iran. And that's not just my opinion. It's according to, wait for it, Wall Street Journal. Iran suffers blow of historic proportions with Assad's fall. They said, quote unquote, the Islamic Republic thought that Hamas's October 7th attack would be a turning point in history. That's true, but in an entirely opposite direction for what it hoped for. So they've funded, we talk about in finance, ROI, return on investment. You talk about ITR, investment, time and return.
Yeah.
They've spent decades funding these militant jihadist groups, Hamas, Houthis, Hezbollah. Iran has.
But we've given them the money to do it, right?
Hold on, Vinny.
I'm just saying.
But Iran has funded these groups. And where are they all now? Hamas is destroyed. Hezbollah is basically decapitated. The Houthis have basically said, we no mas, like the Roberto Duran. So Iran is looking at themselves and they're like, what did we all do this for? We're an active terror state. Meanwhile, I'm not sure if you're following this. I'm sure you are, PBD. Apparently, Ayatollah Khamenei is not doing well.
He's not doing well. But he's not been doing well for a couple months.
Correct.
Yeah.
We saw the last president almost a year ago died in a helicopter accident. Yeah. The newest president is supposed to be a moderate. Let's see what's going on with that. You did an episode about the misery index in Iran, right? One of the highest misery indexes in the world. Their happiness, they have happiness levels of different countries. One of the most just unhappy, miserable countries in the world. The people of Iran are not the government of Iran. The people of Iran, the Persian people, are amazing people. I'm telling you. But the government is subjugating all its people, and they're terrorizing their own people, and their goal is to terrorize the world. So the GDP per capita, I think, per person in Iran is about $5,000 per person. Why do I bring all this up? So meanwhile, their people are suffering, their people are miserable, their entire investment of their entire terror regime has basically crumbled, and this is what they're trying to do, apparently? Fly drones are... It makes no sense to me, but it gives you a little reasoning as to what their methodology is. They are not there to help their people. They're here to just basically provide terror to the world.
So this is what I just, Rob, I'm glad you posted this. Okay, so mystery drone spotted over New Jersey, Staten Island. So look at the locations it's going over. Arsenal Military Base, Trump International National Golf Club, Bedminster. Okay, New York, Burlington, all that area, right? That area's got a lot of information there. But Rob, do you know when was the first drone sighting that started in Jersey? Do you know when it happened?
When was it?
So Rob, do me a favor, go to Google and search the following. First sighting of New Jersey drones. You will be surprised by what comes up. And I hope I'm wrong. November 18th. The drones, which some residents say appear larger than hobbyist drones, those used for recreational purposes have been spotted almost every night flying over northeastern U.S. states since November 18th.
4 weeks. Almost 4 weeks.
Guys, this is not just a few days. November 18th, and were initially sighted near Picketney Arsenal, a U.S. military base, research and manufacturing facility since November 18th.
What?
You're telling me since November 18th, you've known about this, and can you open up that article, Rob, to see where it goes, Al Jazeera? So zoom in a little bit to see what else it's going to tell us about the dates. Go a little lower, Rob, if you could. Okay, perfect. Go a little lower, see if there's anything else to read, or is that it? Okay. So in about December 4th, cautioning residents of Florham Park of Borough in Jersey about the drones. Chief of Police Joseph Orlando wrote, over the past 2 weeks, the drone sightings have been occurring nightly, beginning just after sunset and lasting well into the early morning hours. He described the appearance of the drones as nefarious in nature. Go a little lower. He also noted that the drones are flying above critical infrastructure such as water reservoirs, electric transmission lines, train stations, police departments, and military installations. On December 5th, Jersey Governor Phil Murphy wrote that on social. There is no known threat to the public at this time. Yesterday, I covered a briefing with Mayorkas, senior officials, DHS, and members of congressional delegation to discuss. I don't know, man. Listen, November 18th, you own a property, you own an office, you see something that you typically don't see in your office. What do? How long does it take you to investigate what's going on? What if nobody does something about it? Do you just sit there and take it and that's it? I don't know about this. This is...
By the way, last thing, PBD, do you think these occurrences, not New Jersey, in America, around the world, are going to happen more or less?
Well, wait a minute. Listen, they're making laws about deep fakes.
Yeah.
If you take someone's daughter and you make deep fake porn, they want to make that a crime, right?
Right.
Okay. So this is the speed of crime. When we ran an insurance, I was talking to a lawyer yesterday. When we ran an insurance company, I'm still the CEO of the company. I had a meeting with them last week with a bunch of different things that's going on. Every insurance executive, CEO, big ones came in. We sat down. We had a 2-day meeting with them. One of the things you have no choice but to get very good at in insurance is compliance.
Oh, yeah.
And when we're in 50 states, including Puerto Rico, and I think we're the third or second largest in Puerto Rico, and we've licensed 60,000 agents in 50 states. You deal with every single department of insurance. You pay taxes in every one of those states. I don't know how many states we pay taxes in, Tom. Honestly, you know how my CPA would come. It's like, here's this much for this state, this much for that state, this much for this state. Every state we're paying taxes in that we have to. Pretty much, if we had to, we paid it. You'll learn about compliance. And what happens is you learn new ways that people commit a crime. So what's the old school way of crime in sales? You're a realtor, you do a loan 1003, the client forgets to sign one thing. What's the old school method of sales that people do? That you screw up and you lose your license. What is it? Shit, I don't want to go back 40 minutes to meet the client. Let me just do what? Forge the signature. You lose your license.
Yes.
You're a dummy. You know, it's another one. Oh, you know what? I'm a better salesperson than my wife. My wife's the broker. I don't have the license. I'll sell it. I'll go there. I'll fill out the paperwork. Then we would investigate and find that this guy out of Carolina who was selling to somebody while the wife wasn't there and the wife's the licensed one. We called every one of the clients that day. It took us one day to realize she doesn't sell. He sells. How long did it take us until we terminated this guy? 24 hours.
Oh, yeah, less than that. We made the decision immediately.
But you know what happens? Then comes social media. Then comes Zoom. Then comes every time we have to accelerate the process of the threat and how people try to take advantage. You're supposed to move quickly. Right now with us in Valuetainment and BDC, we're going through it right now. You investigate quickly. Whoa, you're using that for this? Really? What? You were doing this? Interesting. Well, that's double down, but guess what? It's a crime. Here we go. We got to do what we got to do. If you want to go, you go through it. But you're telling me for something like this, they need to put a law. Where I'm going with this is if you think deep fake of a girl that she's not in it, but she's being used in porn should be a crime, which I agree. If you're going to do that, should be a crime. Guess what? What's the new crime that we want to put with drones? It needs to be a crime. It needs to be a crime. If it's either crime or you shoot it down. If it's not our drone and we don't know whose it is, no one's taking ownership, shoot the shit down. Don't sit on it since the 18th. How? By the way, if you're watching this, I'm curious, whether you agree with me politically or not, because there's about 15% of you that watch this, that you watch it because you don't agree with us, which you have no idea how important you are, and I love it. You tell me, left, right, center, wherever you are. I want one person to tell me a good argument on why you're okay with the drones being up there and the U.S. government telling us they don't know what it is and we're not shooting those things down. Tell me one person, aside from safety reasons, which I agree with you on where it crashes, aside from safety reasons, give me one reason why those drones shouldn't be shut down. Why not? Do you have one? You don't have one. I don't have one. What the hell are we doing? What are we doing? And where? In an area that's the financial capital of the world, Bedminster president. What? This is, anyways, we got to go to the next story because this is really just very annoying. Security is your number one job as a man and a husband and a father. Security is your number one job as the FBI director, the president. The current president is Biden. VP Kamala, that's your job to protect me, you, us, our families. You're not doing it. What the hell are you waiting for? It's a basic phone call. 2 hours, call every head of state. What the fuck is going on here? Is this you? Because I'm shooting this shit down. And I swear to God, if I find out it's you, it's over. Do you understand me? You think I'm playing with you? We're not. What do you want to do? It's ours. Take the shit down right now. Out. And whatever you have, give me every single file. And if you don't, public scrutiny and 200, 300% of tariff coming your way, and sanctions on your country for 1 year. I swear to God, the fear of death is coming your way. Closest thing to it. This is like... Anyways, let's go to the next story. Frickin' very annoying to me. People in Jersey, average day-to-day families, you want kids to walk, you want me to have my kids go to school, and I'm worried about what's going to happen with these things? Are you out of your frickin' mind? Are you out of your mind? In two of our most special states in America, Jersey and New York, how rich are those people, personalities that come out of those places? I can't tell you how many DMs I got from people telling me, Pat, I want my Christmas hat. Where is it? Well, the reason it wasn't shipped yet is because we sold 1,000 more than we had, and that hat just arrived yesterday. We just shipped out 1,000 of these, I think, today. That's going out. And by the way, for those of you that want it, that you didn't get it because it was gone, we got a few hundred more for you to get. And if you order before the 15th, you can gift this to a family pre-Christmas.
Nice.
People are buying 5, 10, 15 of these at a time to gift somebody because it says Merry Christmas. It says Future Looks Bright, Valuetainment here, and Future Looks Bright here. These are, if you're somebody that's church going and you like the actual word Christ, Merry Christmas, these are here as well. Limited supply left just for this season. And then these sweaters, I saw Chris Mano, shout out to Chris Mano. The Happy Holidays crossed out Merry Christmas. Incredible quality sweaters are here. You can go to VT Merch. And last but not least, these hoodies, okay? These hoodies that Tom works at Equinox late at night. These ugly sweater hoodies we have officially. Valuetainment is on there as well on vtmerch.com. Place your order. If you place the order now, you will get it pre-Christmas. We're shipping these things out. Again, for Christmas gifts, get these out. It's become a big hit. Future Looks Bright combined with Merry Christmas.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.